Welcome back to Uncle Cannon's Stranger Than Fiction. Tricky question. A pioneer of quantum physics, the founder of analytical psychology, and a Taoist Immortal. What do they all have in common? Need more clues? The quantum physicist here is the Nobel Prize laureate Wolfgang Pauli. The analytical psychologist is the controversial Carl Jung. The Taoist Immortal? One of the legendary 8 immortals of ancient China, Lu Dongbin. They all have something to do with this book called The Secrets of the Golden Flower, a Taoist inner alchemy meditation manual recorded through the process of spirit writing. A book written by spirit through a medium. This episode, we will explore this famous meditation manual and its related stories. In the early 1900s, there is this German missionary who has been living in China for more than 25 years, supposedly on a mission to spread the gospel in the old China during the tail end of the Qing dynasty. While in China, he has learned to read and write Chinese fluently, and he has also grew to love and admire the Chinese people and its culture, and also its philosophy, metaphysic, spiritual and supernatural stories. He is also the man that introduced Eastern philosophy and spiritual ideas and stories to the West. He translated the Chinese Book of Change, the I Ching, the Taoist sage book of Lao Tzu and Zhuangzi, Chinese philosophy book of Confucius, Chinese fairy tales and legends, and the list goes on. And his name is Richard Wilhelm. One day, he met a retired Mandarin official and also a Taoist master in Qingdao, a Chinese city that is under German occupation at the time. The Taoist master showed him how to do this Chinese yoga, a Taoist inner alchemy meditation method, and gave him its esoteric meditation manual. When he went back to Germany, he realized what he has been practicing and trying to translate is something similar to the analytical psychology theory that his friend Carl Jung has been working on. Jung has been developing his active imagination meditation technique that could translate the content of someone's unconscious mind into images or narratives. He was at a lower point of his career and lacked the confidence to publish this wonderful meditation method. After exploring the Taoist method, Jung realized that it is very similar to the active imagination technique that he has been working on. It gave him confirmation for the method of active imagination and the confidence to begin to publish his findings about the process. The German missionary, with the help of his analytical psychologist friend, they both translated the Chinese manual together and named it The Secrets of the Golden Flower. The Chinese Book of Life, published in 1929 in German. Why is it called The Secrets of the Golden Flowers? When practiced at a high level, the practitioner will see flashes of lights, even in a dark room or at night. The lights might seem to have random patterns, shapes and colors. As the practitioner gets better in focusing and cultivated stronger energy, the light will form into golden kaleidoscopic pattern. Thus, it's called the golden flowers in Chinese. While Jung called this pattern the mandala. For him, the mandala is the pattern that represents our self, the true self. It seems when our monkey mind is at ease and not thinking, our true self will present itself to us. Jung's idea of anima, animus and collective unconscious were influenced by his exploration into the Taoist scripture. One day in 1932, Carl Jung has a new client knocking on his door, the prodigy physicist Wolfgang Pauli. Just a few years ago, Pauli's mother passed away because his father was having an affair with someone around Pauli's age. His wives had also just left him and went on to marry her secret lover. Pauli was devastated, depressed, started drinking heavily, realizing that he needed to go see a shrink, and he found Jung. The therapy sessions last for 2 years, where Jung, with the help of an assistant, recorded more than 1,300 dreams of Pauli. Jung would then analyze Pauli's dream to help Pauli to be more aware of his suppressed feelings, showing Pauli how his emotional self was repressed in favor of pure intellect. And based on Pauli's dream, Jung has delivered 2 legendary seminars on dream interpretation in the US. The lectures' notes were later compiled into a book, Dream Symbols of the Individuation Process. They remained friends after the therapy sessions ended. Pauli had become more stable emotionally and had even cut back on his drinking. They even published a book together in 1952, The Interpretation of Nature and the Psyche. Not only did Pauli getting therapy sessions from Jung, Pauli also picked up the Taoist meditation techniques from his shrink. The Taoist technique is also a type of microcosmic orbit meditation, whereby the Taoists believe there is a micro-universe within us. Practiced at an advanced level, the practitioner would experience energy flowing, spinning, and circulating around the inner core of the body. It seems while Pauli experiencing this circulation of energy around his core, giving him ideas to re-derive an important quantum field theory. Spin statistic theorem in 1940. In 1945, Pauli won the Nobel Prize in Physics after nominated by Albert Einstein for his decisive contribution through his discovery of a new law of nature, the exclusion principle, involving spin theory underpinning the structure of matter and the whole of chemistry. If you ask a Chinese in the know, he or she will tell you proudly that this Taoist Immortal has such a profound contribution to the world in the field of psychology and physics. However, some might tell you he didn't actually write this book with his own hand. Lu Dongbin was a historical figure lived in the Tang dynasty around 1200 years ago. He was also very multi-talented as he was a scholar, poet, martial artist, TCM doctor, and a Taoist master. Many Taoist sects regarded him as the patriarch of their sects. One of these sects had a tradition of using a medium to communicate with the patriarch for divine guidance and inspiration by using a very special way. Spirit writing, or some called it automatic writing. It is said that the meditation manual was written by medium in meditative state, holding a stylus writing Chinese characters on a sand tray. Word by word, the Chinese characters were painstakingly recorded and compiled into the inner alchemical scripture of the Taoist sect around 300 years ago. This story might sound incredible and utterly unbelievable. There is no way for someone in their right mind to believe in spirit writing, as we do not really believe in some Western automatic writing where a spirit were consulted and some prophecies or fortune were predicted. Whether those prophecies or fortune were accurate, it's probably debatable. In this case, a meditation manual that is very practical, with deep insight, and with such influence as the secret of golden flowers? Who would have thought a psychologist and a physicist of all people would be spiritual? It's quite something else, isn't it? For the Taoist, the spirit writing tradition is not uncommon. For the secret of the golden flower is not the only meditation manual that was compiled through spirit writing. We might have another episode to explore this later. Since its publication in Germany in 1929, it had also been translated to English, Japanese, and other major languages. We can now get a copy of the English version on Amazon or other platform easily. It can be a good read to learn what this Taoist meditation method is all about. However, if we are to practice, it is advisable to seek guidance from a guru or a seasoned practitioner. For practicing any energy-based meditation technique is not without its danger. Many accidents had happened to self or even guided practitioner in the past. Having someone experienced to give advice might also yield faster improvement. There are web link and YouTube video link has been added in the video description for those who are curious. Well, that's all for this episode, folks. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. See you again in the next episode of Uncle Canon Stranger Than Fiction.